Bounty hunters are empowered by an 1875 federal law that permits agents of bail bondsmen to enter residences and cross state lines in pursuit of bail jumpers. Bail jumpers' offenses can range from simple misdemeanors to armed assault, drug trafficking, and even murder. This is their world.
Hold on. Turn your hand around. Hey, kid. Turn it around.
Law enforcement agents.
Across the United States, over 10 million fugitives roam our city streets.
I ain't going back to jail.
Fugitive recovery agents, the real bounty hunters, are the men whose job it is to bring these felons down. To seek.
Go, 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 go.
To locate.
Hang on, you're under arrest.
To capture.
Down, all the way down. Don't move.
To bring them back to justice. Fugitive recovery agents, the real bounty hunters, is shot entirely on location and involve people that jump bail. Although guilty of jumping bail, they are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. These are their stories.
First guy wanted possession of controlled substance, bond forfeiture. His original bond was $1,000. He failed to appear in court back on the 6th day of May of this year. There's currently an active warrant for his arrest. Information from the sister-in-law, who is tired of him messing up their life, says he's up here in McKinney. It's possible he's over at an apartment complex over here, which I've already told you. It's the apartments right off of Virginia Street, or he's at a shelter, which is just down the street. He can be easily identified by a severe scar on the left cheek. He probably will be nervous and panicky, so, you know, if he wants to get in a scrap, you know, we have the authority to do whatever it takes to take him down. We don't want, we want a minimum of, you know, scrapping if we can, but if he wants to go for it, then by all means, everybody grab a limb and we take him down to the ground immediately. Everybody watch your back, everybody watch out for one another, and shouldn't be a big deal with it. Just go in and surprise him, use the element of surprise. Okay? Mr. Williamson's known to delve a little bit in the drug business, and you know, he got picked up with some, I think some cocaine or possibly methamphetamine with him. We placed bond on him back in April of this past year, $1,000 bond, but it was a felony case, so this is going to be a felony arrest if he is available. And talking with the family members, he does not seem to be a person who's very responsible to begin with. They have asked him to move out of their residence, and now he is living with some people here in our city here. The location that we're headed to now is a shelter that's provided by the county for anyone who needs it. They take in just about anybody who doesn't have a place to stay. It'd be a reasonable place for him to be if these people he's been with no longer wish him to be with them. Let's go see if we have anybody that can identify him in here. How you doing, man? I'm looking for this guy right here. His name is Doug Williamson. He'd be real recognizable. He's got a real bad scar on the left side of his face. If he happens to show up, I'll leave you a number to call.
Is this someone we had here before?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. He's been staying with friends down in Plano, and they kicked him out down there. He is a wanted felon, okay? So remember that. He's not in the little stuff either. He's possibly going to show up here, so your assistance would be appreciated, okay? All right. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day, sir.
Okay, you
All right,
too.
we'll see you later. He has not been here yet, so best thing to do for us right now is to head over to the apartments. Those people, I think they'll call us immediately if he shows up there needing a room for the night. But those people are always very cooperative. They get a lot of the people who are living on the edge and a lot of times in trouble with warrants. So hopefully they may give us a call back here before the evening is up, telling us that he's standing in front of them right now. As far as our local law enforcement goes, we have a real good working relationship with them. They give us just about any information we need within what can be released, you know, public record information. A lot of times they'll come to us to find out if we know where people are, and so it's a two-way street. It works very well. When we get over there to the apartments, I think the maybe first thing to do, have somebody ride around through the apartment complex and see if they see a tag number that's anywhere close. Hey, Jimmy, you there?
Yeah.
Send Rick and them around the complex looking for a description of that vehicle. And if they do see it, just have them pull up and tell us, you know, what side of the complex they're on.
10-4, Rick, you copy that? 10-4, we copy. Do we got to make up the vehicle?
It's a small blue four-door. It might be something like a little Chevy Celebrity Citation. The next location is going to be this apartment complex right here. What we want to do to begin with is pull up here at the office area.
And guys, we got the car, Frank Mary Sam 888 on the back side of the apartment, and there's a white male standing out front.
Okay, we're gonna move on your location. Okie dokie, we're gonna pull up here around on the east side of the complex so that we don't draw too much attention. Has anybody got a visual that looks anything like the guy we're looking for?
When we pull around, there was a white male standing underneath the stairs. What do you want us to do, sit here or walk up? Just wait for us to go. Ed, let me know when you're up on it.
Well, I'm right in the center of the back part of the complex. I'm on the east side, okay? I'm gonna walk up in that area. This side right here?
Stay here.
The camera, they'll be looking. Open up, bail enforcement agent. Hey. Look at somebody. Open the door. Open the door, man. Come here, Doug. Come here. You're under arrest, buddy. Put your hands behind your back. You know what you're under arrest for? That's exactly right, jumping bond. He'll be okay, he can bond out. Give him a little kiss.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. Folks, sorry about it. Gotta do a job, man. Okay. He can bond out if y'all want to later, okay?
We're getting there.
Doug, did you not get our messages, sir?
Well, sir, to be honest, no, I didn't. I ain't got a phone here.
Okay.
Had no ride or nothing.
Well, your mom said that she was giving you all kind of messages. What do you got in your pockets?
Well, I just talked to my mom last night. Wallet, keys.
Okay, we're going to remove everything from
I
your
got no
pockets,
pocket
okay?
knife and
Anything, any sharp objects or
No,
anything?
no.
Okay.
You been drinking?
I just
Had a
opened
beer?
that beer. Yeah, not even
Okay.
one.
We're going to check your pockets, make
Yeah.
sure no sharp objects, no needles, no nothing like that, huh?
Yeah,
Everything else clean?
that's it.
We got a ring here.
I got a ring and my
Do you,
keys right
do you want any of this stuff to be left with the residence where we just got you from?
Yes, could you leave it all to my wife, please?
Okay, Jim, you can take care of it from here, okay?
Watch your hand. That's
No.
been there before, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, did you get your court date notice?
I was supposed to be going to the 23rd, right?
I think you're almost a month late, as a matter of fact.
A month.
I think so.
I thought I was supposed to go to the 23rd, but I went down there and talked to the DA and everything, and supposed to got a lawyer, and I never could get the money come up with the lawyer, and I couldn't get a ride, so
Okay.
I
Did
missed
you ever
it.
think about calling the bondsman and telling him, hey, I need a ride? Because you're this close, man. Courthouse isn't but
I
about
actually only been out here for
2
a
miles
week.
away. Oh, really?
Yeah. I was living out in Grand Prairie.
All right, so you just scared to go, or what?
Actually, I was, because I knew I was going to go to jail, and I was trying to get a car and transportation for my wife before I went.
Not for this charge, man. You wouldn't go to jail. If you
Well,
did,
the
you'd
DA
be for the
told me.
weekend.
Well, the DA told me he was going to revoke my bond if I didn't have a lawyer. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
So he scared you off by
Yeah.
saying that. That's our great judicial system, man. They caused all this because they wanted to scare you with a few words.
Yeah, I went 3 times and
Yeah.
you know, talked to the DA. You know, but he told me he's going to revoke my bond if I didn't have a lawyer. So nothing I can do.
Maybe they'll get you in and hear your case pretty quick.
Yeah.
I've already explained to your wife what needs to happen from here on out. She's a little bit upset, as you can imagine. I guess she didn't have any knowledge of the situation.
No.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's understandable. All right, now we get you in. They can bond you back out. You can be back out in an hour and a half, okay? But this is what happens when you jump bond, okay?
I know.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
We're going to head to the county.
I was working off and on. I just didn't have the money to get a lawyer. You know, I lost my car, lost my home. You know, I'm just trying to make it in the world.
Trying to make ends meet?
trying to. You know, that was a friend of mine I was staying with there, and he's helping me out as much as he could.
You gonna turn yourself in?
Well, I was going to like I said, I was trying to get my wife a car, you know, and I had, hopefully I was trying to get a car by next week. Now I was going to go down and talk to a lawyer, then turn myself in. That way, if I had a lawyer, I could get in and out of the justice system quicker. But now, I guess now I'm going to have to wait.
Well, look at it this way now, you get one appointed to you.
Yeah, I can look at it that way.
So what do you think about bounty hunters?
Well, I think about bounty hunters. Well, actually, I loved watching the show. I watch the show all the time. And it was funny because being a friend of mine, you know, I've been down here for a week. We were just talking about bounty hunters, and I said, well, you know bounty hunters gonna come looking for me. And he goes, really? And I go, yeah. I said, I'm pretty sure, you know, I don't know if they get a hold of my mom, she'll probably tell them where I'm at, so, you know, it's just a matter of time. No, I ain't got nothing against bounty hunters. Not at all. They're just doing their job. 3 years ago, or about 5 years ago, I got into some trouble. Ran for 2.5 years.
Did you?
Yeah, got caught. It's like, yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. Right.
Who caught you?
Police, which I got in a little trouble down in West Texas, you know, and I was tired of running. I went ahead and told them who I was.
You weren't running from any bounty hunters, were you?
No, well,
You wouldn't have made it 2.5 years, I bet.
No, I was already sentenced. There was no bounty hunters. And I can say, if you jump bond, that's what you get. What you expect.
You're not going to do it again, are you?
No, I'll probably just sit it out and go ahead and get a lawyer to get out. Like I said, I probably won't do it for 30 days.
If that.
Yeah, if that.
That's what I don't understand. People just, they get scared by what somebody says just because they're trying to put the fear of God into you. And you wouldn't spend half the time in the first place. Ed, you got some keys?
Yes, sir. We do have keys. You ready to go? He didn't put up any kind of struggle or battle. He knew he was had. He knew he'd missed court. He was told he needed to show up with an attorney and go back to jail. He wasn't going back to jail that way, so we just had to get him this way, and that's really the way it should happen right there. In and out quick. Don't cause too much commotion if you can. Get the cuffs on them, move them on out to jail. Everybody's safe and sound.
Guy's name is Melvin, M-E-L-V as in Victor, I-N. Last name Gonzalez, G-O-N-Z as in zebra, A-L-E-S as in Sam. Got a DOB of 11/28/69. Yes, Sergeant. Yes. You're looking for Melvin? Okay. You have an arrest warrant for Melvin. Is it a drug charge? Okay. Well, well, we're both looking for the same person here. Okay. We've got a $100,000 bond on him. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And we're working on it, like try to make a pickup today. Is there a SIC code on that or an NCIC that we can match up to make sure it's absolutely the same warrant? It's the same warrant. Okay.
Sylvia Soto or Sylvia Fernandez.
All right, let's try it out. Here we go.
Look over there. Yeah.
Okay, just get some quiet on this one. Hola, ¿qué tal? Esta es Silvia, por favor. Hello, Silvia. Silvia? No, Silvia. See? Okay, gracias. She's there.
All right, I'll get this one call back and then we'll take a ride. Cool.
What's the relationship between these two?
At first I had thought that
They boyfriend, girlfriend?
was the girlfriend. The first signer I thought was the girlfriend. I looked at her date of birth. This one, Nieves de Leon.
Yeah.
She's born in 54. He's born in 69. That makes her 15 years older. However, Sylvia is born in 70, and he's born in 69, so she is probably the girlfriend.
Well, she might be the aunt or something like
And
that.
she could be the aunt or whatever.
And she's an alien
I'm
card.
thinking more now that Sylvia is the girlfriend. All right. But
Let me try. Let's run it. Let's try running a search on her before we take off.
this person here,
Yeah.
Francine Sanchez,
Yeah.
is the one that went to see him most while he was locked up.
All right, so let's try them both. Where's the other girl? Let me get the other one. The one we think's the aunt.
That's right there.
Is that?
The evidence video.
Running it is called a national surname search to see if you can verify the addresses or pull up a new address on them.
He's one of the multiple narcotics charges. He, possession of intent to distribute, possession of 1,000 feet of a school, trafficking, and possession of paraphernalia. His bail is $100,000. He must be carrying some weight with him. We can't get the exact information on that. But for $100,000 bail, he must have been moving a lot of dough.
Basically, we're here looking for Sylvia Soto, a.k.a. Sylvia Fernandez, who signed on as an indemnitor on the bond. Hopefully, we'll find out that she's still at this residence and find her at home. Shake her down a little bit. We might even get lucky, and our boy might even be there, too. You exercise some caution, but principally, you get in quick and get out quick. Checking to see if there's any activity inside the apartment right now. See if any persons might be inside. Establish someone's inside, then we're going to have a forced entry. Is anybody up there?
One window in the middle, somebody's in there, the other window we can't see.
One on the far left, all the way to the left. That's 5C.
Yeah.
And he says he can't see through the window? Was there blinds or what?
What's blocking your view? He's opening it.
It's opening the window?
Oh. Check out one of those gates.
I ain't gonna get that way.
Stop coming up.
What we got?
Open the door. Someone inside.
You got somebody inside, George. Get it inside.
Inside now. Who else in the apartment?
Anyone else?
Clear. Yeah. What happened? Let me see some identification. I want to see some identification.
I dig.
Identificación, por favor. Ahora.
¿Qué?
Tu identificación?
¿De ocasión?
Sí. You have an ID?
ID, yeah.
Sí. She's claiming to me Spanish is better than mine. She's claiming, first of all, she says that she don't live here, that Francine's only letting her stay here. I want to establish that who she's living in here with and how many people are living in this apartment. Let's get some responses going here.
Diga, yo vivo sola.
She says she lives alone.
She lives alone. And I want to know, I asked her where Francine's working. Where's Francine living and working?
¿Y dónde Francine?
Yo no sé dónde está Francine.
¿Dónde trabaja? No sabe dónde
¿Quién?
trabaja.
Francine, no sé.
¿Y dónde vive?
Doesn't know where her
No
friend is.
sé.
She's been here for a month, but she doesn't know anything about her after she had left her here.
Well, who's paying the rent? Who's paying the rent here?
¿Quién paga la renta?
Ella. Ella paga la renta.
Ella. She does. Francine.
All right, let's do this. Let's get him and someone else out in the vehicle.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
What happened?
The one that's what I'm looking for.
No sé qué está pasando aquí. Francine, yo no sé qué está pasando aquí. Yo no sé qué está pasando
¿Qué es su
aquí.
nombre?
¿Ah?
¿Qué es su nombre?
Francine.
Francine, very good. Where's your husband? ¿Dónde está tu esposa?
I don't know the husband.
You don't have a husband? Try again.
Where is he?
Y Farah
No, I
también.
long time.
En esto.
Try again. Tell her she's going to jail if she doesn't tell her her husband
You're
is.
going to jail. Let me have this.
Ella dice que si no le dice
Open that up and look for that.
te van a llevar presa ahora mismo.
No, para mí no, porque yo no hace mucho que no lo veo a él.
La cosa es que te van a llevar presa. Eso es lo que dice. So, she says it's been a long time since she last saw him, but
No, it was a month ago.
Try again.
Where is he?
me pasó lo vi.
He went and saw him almost every day when he was in jail.
He's got a wedding band on. Oh, look, multiple social security cards.
Sí, cuando estaba preso, pero que ya yo no sé.
She's got her social security card. You don't talk to her very much, huh? She got her benefit cards. You two are like peas in a pod.
You're going to jail.
Let's take her now. Afuera.
Last time. Last time I asked her, where is he? I'm taking her right now.
Si no,
Pero
te
es
van
que
a llevar ahora
yo
mismo.
no lo veo. No tan serio, no, yo,
Long time, no.
ni no
I
moro
haven't seen
con
him.
él.
Where she live? We get an address on her yet?
¿Dónde vive?
Aquí.
She says here.
That's a bunch of bullshit. She lives alone, she's telling you. Try again, sweetie. You haven't told us one truth yet.
Tú me haces como un mes que me dejaste aquí, dile la verdad. Que tú haces como un mes que me dejaste aquí.
You better start spitting wind here.
Sí, pero que yo no sé de él tampoco, porque cuando él estaba en la casa yo no sabía más de él.
She said when he left the house, she hasn't known.
Yo era medio de la casa, pero no tengo mucho que no sé de él.
She said, well, she used to visit him in jail. That was the last. I say house because casa and casa.
I know he was here a month ago.
I believe he's in the New York area, but he's bouncing in between Boston. We obviously know that he has family up there. Should not be even a matter of, not even about a day that we'll probably track him down and make a capture on him.